Alright everybody, welcome back to another video on the channel, and today we're going to be reviewing Mr. Crayfish's vehicle mod. Now, I'm actually very excited to do this review, so let's get started. So, we're going to be taking a look at all of the vehicles today, except for the storage trailer right here, because if you take a look at the storage trailer, it will completely crash your Minecraft world, and you do not want that. So, the first one that we're going to be taking a look at is the aluminum boat. Okay, everybody, so here is the aluminum boat. So, as you can see, very slow when it's not on water, but, obviously a very cool boat, and I will show you how to fuel these and put color them later, but at the moment we're going to move on to the bathtub car. Now, this car is honestly like super weird. I mean, it has no wheels. I mean, this is probably the fastest car in the game, honestly, and it's just super weird. It's like, as you can see, you don't have a head when you do it, so just obviously in general a very weird car. So, and oh, I forgot, I'm pretty sure and it flies as well, so that's really just odd, but as you can see, it kind of crashes there. Now, I'm sorry for skipping the ATV, but here it is. Very cool car. Pretty slow, honestly, but I mean, still pretty cool car. If you go in water, you may be able to get some increased performance, but not really a ton of performance as well. The next car that we have is the bumper car. So this thing goes pretty slow, obviously. You can use this for bumper cars, kind of stuff like that, is kind of what you can use this for. If you get another bumper car and you bump them, they really don't, you just kind of go through it and go faster, so that's kind of how that is. Another weird car is the couch car. It's just, I mean, it's a couch that's like rainbow, and it's pretty slow, really. It's like the ATV slow. Actually, no, not the ATV slow. It was the bathtub. No, what car was like super slow? Oh yeah, the sorry, the bumper car is slow. The next car that we have is the dune buggy. Very cool car. Obviously slow as well, but there's kind of, you know, dune buggy. Now, the next car that we have is the fertilizer trailer. I guess this isn't really a car, so what you can do, you know, you can kind of pull it around, and then if we get like the smart car, for example, which is a very cool car, probably my favorite, we can hook it up and then you drive with your smart car. So that's pretty insane there as well. Then the next car that we have is the go-kart, which goes quite fast, actually. I was very surprised by this, but it actually goes pretty fast. So there is the go-kart. Then the next car that we have is the golf cart. Now, obviously, you know, if you like to golf here, you know, the golf cart goes pretty slow as well. It's like the tricycle, you know, kind of those slow. And you can get, as well, some increased performance if you drive through water, but I don't recommend driving it through water. Now, the next one that we have is the jet ski. So, obviously, here, we kind of gotta place it near water. Yeah. Okay, there we go. This should... Well, whatever. We can't drive it. But, you know, we're gonna assume it goes fast. Well, I know it goes fast, but, lawnmower. Pretty cool car here. Obviously, very slow. Very, very slow. But, if we do grab some bone meal, we can do this, and it will cut your grass. So that's obviously a very cool feature. So if you live on the plains and you just want to cut that grass, you can do so, because I mean, you got a lawnmower. And now the next item that we have is the legendary mini bike here. Obviously, very fast vehicle. Not as fast as some of the other cars that we have taken a look at, but obviously still very fast. And got quite an increase, about 1 block per second, if you go through water. So next we have the moped. So similar to the mini bike, but quite a bit slower, about around 4 blocks per second slower. So that's obviously, I mean, not great, but 4 blocks per second slower. You can get about, if you get lucky, about a 1 block per second increase if you drive it through water. Now, next is the off-roader, which is also a very surprisingly fast car at about 12 blocks per second. I thought this car would be slower, but and you actually get about a almost 2 block per second increase if you drive it through water, which I thought was very cool. Now, another one, here's another trailer, so we're just gonna kind of, you know, detach this, and then we're just gonna make another smart car and attach it there. So there we go. Next is the Cedar. Now this one, obviously, hook it up to a car, and I'm pretty sure you can actually hook it up. No, you can't hook it up to the off-roader, which is not that cool, but yeah, as you can see, you cannot hook it up to the off-roader, which I would assume, but, you know, whatever, you can't. Next, we have the shopping cart. Pretty slow car, again, 6.4 blocks per second. We can go up to about 7.7 in water. So next we have the smart car, which we have already really taken a look at. So I'm just going to move on to the sofa copter. Now the sofa copter is quite a vehicle here. So you can get this thing about to 16 blocks per second, about, and obviously you can customize it, but about 16 blocks per second is kind of its main goal. About 16 blocks per second. And the next thing here that we have is the speedboat, and I don't know, I don't like these water ones because it's like, well, like, I get, but like, it's like, why? Actually, we're gonna see if we can place down more water. And then if I place down water, like right here. There we go. So we're getting about 19 blocks per second or so. And then with the jet ski here, we're getting about 13 blocks per second. So a little slower than the speedboat. But still a very cool car. Just a little bit slower than the speedboat. Now the next thing is my second favorite, the sports plane. I mean, this thing is incredible. It's pretty slow on the ground. Well, you can get about 23 blocks per second on the ground, but when you go up, you can get into the 40s with blocks per second. So pretty almost to the 50s, really, with blocks per second. So, and then we can just fall and go back to our lake. Here we go. We are going back to the lake. The lake. So there's our plane over there, but we are heading back to the lake because we have a few last vehicles to check out, and then I'll show you how to color and fuel them and change kind of tires and engines. So now we have the storage trailer, which if I can find a picture, I will put it up on screen. But we now have the tractor, which is the slowest car that we have taken a look at. At 3.2 blocks per second, this thing is like painfully slow. The next thing that we have is the vehicle trailer. And as you can see, we're gonna hook it up to the tractor today. The thing is, you can't like actually like put a vehicle in it, which I think is kind of like misleading, but like, you know. And if you guys want me to see the storage trailer, here's what happens. Bam. And then, yeah. That's what happened if you do the storage trailer. Okay, everybody, we're in a new world, and I have the items that are required to dye a car. So we're just going to place down our smart car and a jack. Now what you're going to do once you have that is you're going to shift and pick up your car. Just like so. And then you're going to do the same thing to get it on the jack. Then you right click with your wrench, and as you can see, you can see that right now your car has the stock wheels, it's white, and it has the wood tier electric engine. So what we're going to do is we're just going to take it out, and I actually want to see if it goes, like if it can go. Okay, no, it can't. Anyway, so as you can see, you can sit on it when it's on the jack. But there we go. But now you're still like, well, it's still white. So you can get out the crafting table and do whatever color you want. Here, I am just doing a, oops, yeah, there we go. I am just doing kind of a goldy color here. And then you just right click to put it on your car. So that is how you color a car. Now, fueling is pretty easy as well. So what you're going to do is you're going to get a gas pump, some of this Falunium, fill it up there. Now, the smart car uses about 30%, so there we go. I'm just going to do that. And then what you're going to do is you're going to find this little button right there on your car. You're going to right click on the gas pump, and then you click until it doesn't go anymore. So now my car is full, as you can see. And then we just right click again, and as you can see, your car now has fuel. And there is no increased performance. But guys, that's going to do it for today. So thank you for watching, and have a great and fantastic rest of your day.